if you use the term racist in talking directly to her, and
Let me
then
read what I said to her because I
yeah,
don't
let me
think I
hear.
did.
Yeah.
Let me get that because I think
Okay.
she's putting words in my mouth. I was nice to her. I told her basically that her husband's brother's sister-in-law, her sister-in-law, is one of my best friends from high school. We graduated. I sent her pictures and I told her basically, you come from the same type of world I do. I don't know why you're being so racist.
We are here in the matter of Caitlin Gardner versus Chastity Hunter McKnight, case number 26-30197-PH. This hearing is being recorded on Zoom and live streamed on YouTube.
And this matter comes before the court on Miss Hunter McKnight's motion to terminate a personal protective order that was entered against her. Um, and we do have all parties present, it appears, by Zoom video this afternoon. So, as an initial matter, since it's your motion to terminate, I did receive the written motion to terminate the PPO. Um, so I'll start with you, Miss Hunter McKnight, if you would raise your right hand. Okay, very good. And would you state and spell your name for the record, please?
Chastity, Chasity, Hunter, Hunter, last name McKnight, too, MIKNIGHT.
Very good. And you prefer me to call you Miss Hunter McKnight?
Yes.
I'll continue to address you that way then. All right. I did read your objection, Miss Hunter McKnight, to the PPO that I signed in favor of Miss Gardner, and it essentially says, I mean, as I understand the situation, she was a supervisor. She terminated you at the workplace, and then you posted about that termination online and communicated with some friends of yours that are family members of hers. And I think, well, let me go over the allegations that she states, and then I'll figure out. And no one, I'll just note, it provided me with copies of the messages. However, Miss uh, Gardner did indicate in her application that some of these she it sounded like she was quoting them straight off of social media. So, and the first thing she indicates, and she does indicate that during that time there were 33 missed calls from a blocked unknown caller between February 18th when the termination occurred and uh, continuing, I suppose, up until the date she followed the order. Have you been calling her, even though she may have blocked your number, Miss Hunter McKnight?
Thoroughly. No, I don't even know her outside of work besides being a supervisor. I don't have a number to contact her. And also, my lawyer has a contact from my phone company. I don't call anybody 30 times in a row. So, like I said, I'm suing them, and all this is in paperwork and with the EEOC, and it has been filed already. So, she's doing it in compliance to that. It's just retaliation. My lawyer simply told me to say that she took she put all these things in false pretense just to get a PPO.
All right. Well, how about now? Here's another one. It says also contacted me personally through my Facebook Messenger, and so this is her speaking in this case, indicating she knows my sister-in-law, that the world is a lot smaller than I think, that she knows where my kids go to school at Granville, and that she hopes life spares me and my kids in treating me kindly. I guess that one is not
Say that I sent
particularly.
you the message of what I said, and she reworded what I said. My lawyer said, take a look at that carefully at the end. I said exactly the opposite. I said, I hope life didn't treat her the way she treated me. So she can't read, I guess.
Okay. Well, and I mean,
I have the copy here too.
all right. Well, here's the question. The next one here says, and this indicates same message again, so I'm going to assume this is Facebook message, indicating that she knows everything about you, knows everything you say about me and do at work is being reported. And then again, in quotes, move out of town, get a new job. You can't walk through Walmart. And then the terms bad, fake, ass, racist. Did you make those comments on
No,
your
sir.
messenger?
No. Only certain comments that were made are on the public posts that were there, and none of them refer to that. There
Okay,
were a
and
lot
then
of her
the
prior
prior
employees
one,
that she was upset about that she was reaching out to afterwards, crying about. saying that she was being thrown through the mud. No, sir. I've never made any of those comments, and I don't know who would have made those comments. If they did make them, somebody made them for me. Maybe someone else she mistreated. I don't know. I
Okay,
didn't
but
tell him to do
you're
it
denying that you sent her messages that
at
said
all, except
that.
for what I've shown you on the paperwork, on the pictures,
I-
where she
well,
misworded what I said.
did you send pictures of the posts with your?
Oh yeah, I went and gave everything in
Okay,
of her reaching out to my friends.
yeah, I don't have those open to me here,
They're
and
all
then let me look at this here.
So like I said, she's been texting my friends. I put that in there too. She's reaching out to my people, arguing with them about how they feel towards her in their prior employment. They're agreeing with me, which the lawyer has as well, which is being used in the lawsuit. So, I mean,
Okay,
I was expecting this to be handled with the lawsuit. I don't need any. Why would I contact her? I certainly don't want to mess my money up. So it's just ridiculous. It's just retaliation. And she's also doing it because I work for the state in adult foster care. And I also took one of their clients from the hospital who doesn't want to be there anymore. And I work with her at home. So she's just really trying to do that so that she can't go back to Trinity with me, which we're not using Trinity anyways anymore. So it's really just nonsense. I only need their PPO removed because it's inaccurate. And she did it on false pretenses.
all right. Well, I'll take some testimony from Miss Gardner, and then I can make a
Thank you.
ruling on it. So, Miss Gardner, if you would raise your right hand. All
I
right.
do.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. And I quoted to you out of what was the application for the PPO. Do you have any documentation, screenshots, et cetera, of those messages?
I do.
Okay, and do you have them in your possession now, or would you have to submit them to the court? How are you going to handle that?
I could have them in my possession just on my phone, but I could also submit them. I provided them to my HR through email that I could pull up as well if necessary.
Yeah, I think I am going to need to review those, and I guess probably even more important, how do you know for certain those came from Miss Hunter McKnight and not from someone else who maybe, was just hearing about the case online, after Miss Hunter McKnight posted her claim that she was terminated for discrimination?
Yeah, sure. So in my appliance for the PPO, I did indicate that I have no proof of those phone calls being from Miss Hunter McKnight, as it's from a blocked number. It was simply coincidental. Felt like it started occurring at the same time, but I had no proof of it being her, which I indicated. The messages that I received came to me through Facebook Messenger directly from Chastity Hunter McKnight's account, indicating the exact quotes that I did say, inclusive of you don't know the type of person I am, that she does hope life spares me and my children, from being treated that way, that she knows where my kids go to school. And more so, escalating and coming to my place of employment after her termination was really when I decided to move forward with the PPO.
Okay, well, and now did she actually ever, and I guess the
Can
question
you
is,
ask her why she stalks me right
well,
here?
hang on, Miss Hunter McKnight. I don't need. I'm gonna just hear from Miss Gardner now, and then I'll give you a chance again. But let me go back to Miss Gardner. Do you know that she actually came to the workplace?
I do. I received an email from our director of security indicating that she presented to Trinity Health on February 25th to our Howenstein building and was given a no trespass from GRPD when she refused to leave the premise.
Okay, so you didn't actually see her. You were just kind of alerted by security that she came onto the premise. And part of her explanation, as you understand it, was she thought perhaps there were pictures of her posted around and, kind of do not let this person, like a wanted poster. And that was not the case, correct? Is that, you have to say it out loud so I can record you, Miss Gardner. We do
Yes,
everything.
no, that there was a photo put out by our security department
Okay,
because she was calling and escalating, voicing that she was going to come to work.
yeah,
And so our security officers often, when they feel that there is a potential threat, and this is for all members of the community, visitors, family members of patients, previous employees, they felt that they should put a bolo or be on the lookout, as they did not feel that Chastity should be on the premise. I did not post that picture on my unit, and I have an email that I could provide to you indicating that out of respect for Chastity, knowing that she has friendships, family members who work here, I did not feel it was fair for it to be posted on my unit.
Sure.
But it does get shared at all entrances of the hospital.
Yeah, I see. And that's really more of a security function. Did you initiate that because of the volume of calls that were coming to you, or was it someone else because they were coming into someone else at the hospital?
I did not initiate that. In fact, when I was initially asked if I wanted to move forward with any sort of PPO or formal legal action, I denied it. But then, given that Chastity was calling the hospital and saying she was going to come, I was given notice of that and encouraged to be mindful and safe in case Ms. Hunter McKnight were to escalate. I did not ask for the BOLO to be posted or issued, but it is part of policy for our security department. And as I said, Dave
Yeah.
Kittle is our director of security that put that in place.
Okay, yeah, and in other words, you weren't the one to say, I'm on the receiving end of everything here, but rather someone perhaps at HR or somewhere else was engaged with Miss Hunter McKnight and put, the BOLO or whatever it might be order and videos out, but it wasn't you, and in fact, you took a step to not put it in your area because that's where she worked.
That is correct.
Okay, all right. No, I think I understand. And are you able to email to me the copies of the messages that you're alleging are from Miss Hunter
Yes,
McKnight?
I
Okay.
can do that if there's a good
Yeah.
email.
Yeah, why don't you email them to both Lisa and I? I'll give you mine is jrossi at Kent County MI, all one word, .gov.
Okay.
And I think Lisa's is lisa.baird, also at kentcountymi.gov. Did I get that right, Lisa?
You did, and it's
All right.
BAIRD.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Thank
you would
you.
just email those to me and you're saying I can look at those and view them and say, these are going to be obvious to me they are from Miss Hunter McKnight's account and that they label you. I mean, I think the term you used was racist in there. Am I going to see that language in the posts?
Yes.
Okay, directed at you specifically, not Trinity's racist or their policies are racist, but rather you individually, Miss Gardner, are racist. All right. Okay.
Yes, you'll see both.
All right. Let me bounce back to Miss Hunter McKnight. Miss Hunter McKnight, I'll review the submissions that I'm going to get from Miss Gardner. I mean, assuming they say what she said, uh, that first one you said that you put on there, Miss Hunter McKnight, that said, I hope you and your family, don't experience hard times. I don't necessarily have a problem with that, but when you start calling someone racist, that certainly moves into the category where it could be considered harassment. And then, if I put
Do you want me to read it to you?
Yeah, go
Because I
ahead.
have it here. You should have it because I came down there and this is attached to the PPO form. You should have everything I have, including her sending these kind of messages to my friend. This is Caitlin texting my friend, a former employee that was on my post commenting against her. She's reaching out to my people. This is another person here. And I'll read you what she says. Yes, I was sitting here and here comes a message from Caitlin. I'm like, I quit in October. Why are you even messaging me? So Caitlin's reaching out and this is what she said. I wanted you to know that what you're saying about me and Kelsey as I texted you, and I saw our entire text thread dating back to 2023. It's crazy through all of this how helpful I was accommodating you, how I was more than willing to remove points, adjust schedules, switch stuff when you had family stuff come up, which this is where the racist comes in. I was the only Black person on the floor for 10 months. And when she asked to accommodate any of my points or do anything for me or to be helpful, absolutely not. She's very much so racist. This is discrimination I was dealing with for 10 months that I was complaining about that she did not raise or escalate to HR. So let me get back to what she said. I was willing to switch stuff when you had family stuff come up, move you days to the unit needed as was simply 0.3 FTE commitment, whatever that means for her job, with working every third weekend, which is what all day shift does outside of those school full time. We had a super open dialogue about this and offered to accommodate you however we could. If you go back through all of our messages, all I did was try to help you and support you. My name is being smeared through the mud, and you're joining in on it. Loving the horrible comments people are saying. I'm genuinely asking, did you actually hate me that much? Did you actually think we didn't support and accommodate your exact schedule you needed? Yes, they do. And they do feel that way. And these are things that people were leaving on the comments that she has no business, my lawyer said, reaching out to them, mimicking them, questioning them, or anything. Their former employees and her as a supervisor or anything like that is in trouble right now with her people. I'm suing her. I'm suing the boss, that Mike Hardiman, and I'm suing Trinity as an organization, all individually. So I
Right,
don't
well, and of
know
course,
how we're
that's
going to
all
do this.
separate from what we're.
She's
doing
lying.
here.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I get it,
my
but I
lawyers,
mean, I
I'm
guess
going to
my
give him
thing
this
is,
too,
well,
so he can see.
if you use the term racist in talking directly to her, and
Let me
then,
read what I said to her, because I
yeah,
don't
let me
think I
hear.
did.
Yeah,
Let me get that, because I think
okay,
she's putting words in my mouth. I was nice to her. I told her basically that her husband's brother's sister-in-law, her sister-in-law, is one of my best friends from high school. We graduated. I sent her pictures and I told her basically, you come from the same type of world I do. I don't know why you're being so racist, so discriminative toward me at work, basically is what I said. You're treating me different and you're living the same world I do. She literally lives no different type of life I do. I have a house. She has a house. She lives not far from I do. We all live in the same area. We all shop the same stores. Why treat each other different is what I
well, do you
said.
have the quote? I mean, I
Yeah, I'm
can't
gonna read it right
decide.
now. I'm going to it. I
Yeah,
have to get in my messenger.
okay,
I don't write her. I don't contact her. She watches me every day. Is what I was also wanting to bring up. This is not cool. She's a non-follower in my every time I go on my story, she's in my stories. Or she's on the people you may know, which means she's watching my page. And this is proof right here. Her name's in it. This is my story. So I
I'd
gave
just
you
like
that picture too. Don't stalk me and don't cut me off. Thank you. I'm talking to the judge, not you. Bye. I don't want to talk to you. Pay me. Thank you. You couldn't come up with 150,000 by the May 8th. You talk to the judge. Don't talk to me. Talk to my lawyer.
all right,
Bye.
just give me the quote, Miss
Yeah, I
Hunter.
will. Tell her don't talk to me. Thank you.
Go ahead.
So I want you to see it before I read it. To Caitlin Gardner. It says, Caitlin, you see, when I do some looking up, one of my best friends is your sister-in-law. I said, it's such a small world, but like I told you, like I told her, I'm sorry, I don't appreciate how you lied in my face and retaliated against me for complaining about discrimination. I did not say she was racist. Since I don't work at the job anymore and they always watched me on Facebook, and remember that was okay, you said. So here I looked you up knowing that's okay. Because when I was at work complaining and saying that these people were stalking me, looking me up while I'm working and coming up in my views, she said it was completely okay. Maybe they were interested. So I consider it the same for me. Absolutely. I said, I figured why not hit you up on your Facebook, just like you tell me that the world is a lot smaller. I said, I mean, to tell you that the world is a lot smaller than what you were thinking, and you're not different from me, and nor either any of the Caucasians at that job, except I'm not a hater. I'm not afraid to see someone coming along trying to do good because of their skin color. I said, your husband's sister is one of my best friends from high school, prom, and so on. I said, I've shared what type of person you are with her and the way you guys treated me. In fact, you sat there and listened to me for months. You let it ridicule in your head. You never brung it up to HR or anybody made it urgent to the issue that you really wanted to handle, like you told me. You're disrespectful for playing in my face. And the fact that you wish me nothing but luck when your son goes to school with my little cousins and plays sports, would you like for someone to treat him that way? The way you guys did me? And would you like for him to complain and someone never take it serious? Do you realize how small of a city that says? Do you realize that I'm a great person? When you fuck with me and you rub me the wrong way or not treat me equally, I'm going to speak on it. I said, and you have done that. You tried to play in my face in front of that African-American man, the one who's fired me, I'm also suing as an individual with the Ray-Ban glasses on that I did not give okay to, and lied on me about attendance, so on. After you lied, you told me you were trying to figure out how to fix it. You're sorry, and I'm sure you wouldn't want anyone to have your kids being treated that way. And I saw her pictures of me with her sister. Me, the black girl, standing there with her people. Come on now, man. I didn't tell this lady anything. The second message, I said, see, you really ought to think about how you treated me. You don't really know me. You don't know what type of people I come from. I tried to explain what you sat there and said went against me, and you should have been trying to listen to me. That's your fault. You don't know who I am. You never gave me a fair opportunity with anything in that job, and I hope that life spares treating you and your kids the same. Literally, I didn't tell her anything except I hope they don't treat her like that. They treated me dirty for 10 months as an African-American girl, the only one on the floor. And she sat there for months listening to me cry in her office at times even, and never brought it up to the proper authorities above her in HR. Told me they were always busy for 4 months.
That's all gonna be sorted in the discrimination.
In the lawsuit. So why do we have a PPO? I didn't tell her anything. I just read it to you. What did I threaten her with? Or say wrong? Nothing. She doesn't like it. Oh, well.
Well, but if you did call her a racist, that would be, I think, the part of it that would cross into. But you're saying you didn't do it. She's going to send me the documentation. What I'll do is I'll review the documentation, then I'll issue a written order on it after this. In the meantime, however, the PPO will have to stay in place until and then when I issue my order after reviewing the emails or the documents that I'm sent, then I can make a ruling on it. But in the meantime, it'll have to stay in place. Ms. Gardner, anything to add to that? Have you sent me those documents?
No, I have not. I was waiting till the end of the call, but I can send them.
That's fine. Yeah, you can. Yep. If you would just send them to me and I'll make a written order after I review the documents.
That sounds good. I will do that.
All right. Thank you both for appearing and speaking today. And I wish you both a safe weekend. And do remember the PPO remains in place. So there should not be any, Ms. Hunter McKnight, you can't reach out and try to contact Ms. Gardner. And of course, I always say PPOs aren't mutual and that it doesn't prohibit you from doing anything, Ms. Gardner. But I do expect that a person, when they're protected by a PPO, they use it as a shield and not a sword, to poke the other person. So I expect it to be, politely acknowledged by both parties. So with that all being said, we are concluded for the day. Thank you.
Thank you.